Hello and welcome to Wahl, Australia. Today I'm going to walk you through our heat and our ice massage gun, how it works and how it's going to be able to help you with any ailments or discomforts you might have. So let's talk about the massager itself. One thing you're going to notice, it's a lot longer than most massagers, and that's because we have this extended arm here. So what does this actually do? If I push this button in, it's going to allow me to pivot either forwards or backwards, and particularly if you're just by yourself, it's going to allow you to get to some more troublesome areas that maybe are on the back or further down your leg. So it's really handy to get those hard to reach areas. Now, how is this constructed? It's very powerful. This has a brushless motor that has up to 10,000 hours of motor life. What does that really mean? It means it's going to last a very long time, but because it's also a very efficient motor, it's also going to give you a lot of power. So with this massage gun, you get up to 3,200 revolutions per minute. So there's a lot of power there. Now, the battery itself is a lithium battery. So what that means is the lithium battery is going to give you a much longer battery life. The massager itself has 1 to 4 hours of runtime. Now, if you're asking why is it such a wide range, that's because if you're using it on a lower setting and maybe it's just the first or the second speed and you're not using the heat or the cooling function, well, that is going to make it last longer. Whereas if you're always running it on high and you're using the cooling or the heating more frequently, it's going to cause the battery to drain faster. Now, while it does have a 1 to 4 hour range, it's important to note it only has a 3-hour charge time. So we encourage you to charge it fully before you use it, but if it does die when you're using it, don't worry, it's only 3 hours to use it again. So really easy and efficient to use. Now, how does this work? There's an on-off button at the front here. Simply flip that on. You'll see a blue light comes on. From here, if I want to turn it on, I'll simply just push this button and then I'll choose the speed I want. So it's really easy. Low, and then all the way up to high. So it works really well. Now, if I want to use the cooling feature or the heating feature, there's a button underneath. I'll simply push that. You're gonna hear a little fan come on, that's the cooling feature. And then back here, I'm gonna notice that's where it's going to start to get cold. So that's gonna give us about a 19 degrees Celsius in coolness, and then I'll just apply it to where I think I need to. If I need heat, well, I'm going to push that again, and you notice blue goes to red. When we see red, that's going to indicate to us that the heat function is on. And the same idea, you'll simply put that wherever you feel the ailment, and this is going to give us about a 40 degrees Celsius in heat. So there's a lot of comfort to help with the stimulation. Now let's talk about the attachments. So currently you're going to see it with our cushion head on it, and that's really good for muscle activation. But let's say you have something of discomfort in your thighs or a little bit tender and you want to use a different attachment, no problem. Simply pull this off. And now I can use the round head, which is going to be good for larger muscle groups. If I have different ailments, we have a wide variety of attachments for that. So we can use the wedge, which is good for small areas on the back, the neck, or the wrist. We have the fork, which is going to be good for the neck or the spine. If we just want some muscle relaxation, we're going to use the flathead. Or if you have some deep tissue or pinpoint areas you're going to want to achieve, then you're going to use the bullet attachment. So there's a wide range of different attachments you can use for different ailments. So that's how that's all going to be put together. Lastly, don't forget about your charger. It's really small, it's really basic, but without the charger, once the battery dies on this, you can't charge it up again. So make sure you always know where this is. And fortunately for you, we have this nice kit so you can keep everything together so you always know where it's going to be. So now that we've talked about that massager, here's our complete massager gun line. We have our extended handle massager with the heat and ice option. We also have our standard size massager gun with the heat option. And then we have our compact but ultra strong mini massage gun. So whether you're going to the gym, whether you're going to sport, or whether you're at home, there's a massage gun that's going to work for you wherever you are. And remember, whenever you use a Wahl product, there is over 100 years of experience and innovation there. So when you are picking up the Wahl product, you know it's going to work for you each and every time.